And welcome back to the third and final game of the evening. It's the Arqam Eagles taking on Longobarda Futsal Club. We'll go through the lineups in what is a huge game. Sami Atta, number 35 for the Arqam Eagles. Amro Atta, number 33. Lenny Leven, number 7. Nicholas Gonzalez, 91. Nick Kirkby, 1. Fanuel DeWitt, number 14. Hassan Asadi, number 88. The ball goes wide. Daniel Scambaluri, number 23. Bharat Jarjar, 8. Omid Astragian, 4. And Ali Milham, number 10. That leads us into the Longobarda lineup. And it's Bruno Di Gregorio, number 8. Emanuele Vicari, number 3. Ivan Palermo, number 9. Shaz Ramli, number 15. Yusuf Berian, 36. And that long ball almost gets to Berian, but just out of his reach. Massimo Kwiatkowski, number 4. Juan Calderon Barrios, number 1. Jerry Dallas, 22. Hezare Sharazan, 31. Lucas Suarez, 27. Vaughan Audrain, 26. And Claudio Mastinu, number 6. And that is the lineups for both teams for this evening. Such a crucial game in the context of the season. So both teams will be coming out hard tonight as Sami Atta can't get it through to Leven. Ends up now with Kirkby. Here's Atta. Gets it to Milhelm. Milhelm under pressure and cleared away. Nice defense by Longobarda. Leven. Out to Milhelm. Gets it to Sami Atta. Leven. And Leven goes down. Di Gregorio to take. Coming into this game, into the round, the Arqam Eagles are currently situated in 8th on the ladder, while Longobarda are 6th. So if the Arqam Eagles can win, they'll be able to get the gap between them and the top 6 to be only 1 point. And nice defense there by Astragian. But if Longobarda can win, the gap will be 7 points between the Arqam Eagles and that top 6, or at least between them and Longobarda. So they need to find a way to get this win here tonight after going down to Perth United not long ago. And foul called there, I think, on Berian. And it'll be taken here by Milhelm. In fact, maybe Jar Jar will take. They lost in the last 40 seconds against United, conceding a last 30-second goal. The Arqam Eagles, and they'll want to bounce back. Here's Leven. Gets it through Astragian, and no one on the end of that. Stop! Pressure here on Suarez. Long ball, can it get to Berian? Chance, Jar Jar went down, big save. And a foul will be called. It'll be an Arqam Eagles ball. Astragian loses it. Suarez. Berian wins it in the middle. Still going Berian. Astragian gets a foot in. Can't get it past Berian this time. Long ball ends up with Milhelm. Milhelm goes out wide, tried to find Jar Jar, couldn't get it to him. And this game has all the makings of an intense game of futsal. That ball goes long. Ball across the face of the goal dangerously, has to be cleared away. And a nice head there by Milhelm, stopping it from getting to Berian. Oh, can't get through there. Kirkby cleans it up. Jar Jar to Milhelm. Can't get it through. Ends up with Calderon. Berian tries to take it down the line. Can't keep it in. In a tight game, this is such, like I've mentioned a few times, it's a big turning point in the season if the Arqam Eagles get 3 points here tonight. And Milhelm with a couple flicks and cleared away by Di Gregorio. But if they can get the 3 points here tonight, the Eagles, the season opens up for a lot of teams. But if it's a Longobarda win, they just extend the gap between them and the chasing pack of this top 6. And Longobarda started off the season so strongly, fallen away a bit, but they'd want to win tonight as Berrian's shot saved there by Kirkby. Kirkby to Amro Atta. Gets it to Jar Jar, back to Amro Atta. Ball through, DeWitt. Chance for Gonzalez, big save Calderon, cleared away by Longobarda. And the first real chance of the game with a massive save required by Longobarda. DeWitt down the line, finds Amro Atta. Ball doesn't stay in, and that'll be a Longobarda ball. Di Gregorio. Now Longobarda will look to build. Long ball finds Palermo. DeWitt got a foot in there, but still Longobarda keep possession. Di Gregorio goes long. Here's a chance for Longobarda, but the Arqam Eagles defense through Gonzalez gets back just in time, but still Longobarda putting pressure on. Now Gonzalez. And both players go down there, but nothing called. It was Gonzalez going down at the same time as Kwiatkowski. Here's Ramley, the captain. And Jar Jar getting a boot in. But Ramley will bring it in from touch. Off to Di Gregorio. Kwiatkowski. Di Gregorio loses it. Tries to cut it outside there. Did Amro Atta, but couldn't. Nice chest heave there from Nicholas Gonzalez. Amro Atta now pushing, but Ramley gets a touch in. Long ball by Gonzalez, good finding DeWitt. Chance for Amro Atta, but Longobarda survive. Ramley, Kwiatkowski goes back to Di Gregorio. Ramley down the line, Palermo there. Tight contest here, physical. Palermo does well to fight through it, but DeWitt in the end. Amro Atta. Jar Jar goes to DeWitt, back to Jar Jar. Jar Jar through the centre, nice flick outside by Gonzalez, but couldn't quite find DeWitt. Gonzalez off, and Asadi comes on for the Arqam Eagles. Brought in here from Ramley, Di Gregorio, Kwiatkowski, pressured by Asadi. In comes Amro Atta. That ball out into touch. Kwiatkowski, Ramley, through to Palermo, just out of his reach, and can't get any control on it. Back on is the captain, Sami Atta, for the Arqam Eagles. Long ball by Amro Atta. Head there from Ramley, and the flick from Di Gregorio, too much on it, over the head of Kwiatkowski. Amro Atta, Sami Atta down the line. DeWitt leaves, hoping that Amro Atta would fall for him, but he couldn't. Sharazan tries to get to the back post, doesn't get there. DeWitt. Asadi through the legs on that pass there. Amro Atta. DeWitt can't finish. Still a chance. His shot goes wide. Corner, Amro Atta, Sami Atta. Loses it, Palermo gets a touch in. Amro Atta, Asadi. DeWitt. Back to Asadi. Still a chance, can it be finished? Almost, but just over the crossbar there on the Asadi shot. And still no team to break the deadlock. In what has been a very intense start to this game of futsal. Sharazan there, but Asadi defends very well. That long ball once again off Asadi. In comes Vickery. Ball out and into touch. Just a few words there from the referee to Amro Ata. Long ball. Here is Amro Ata. Gets it to Sami Ata. Back to Asadi. Amro Ata. Down the line to DeWitt. Back to Amro Ata. Now to Sami Ata. No. Decides to progress it forward, but they can't get onto that ball, and it'll be a Longobarda possession. With Faku Ponce coaching for Longobarda, can he find a way to get them back on the winners list? Kwiatkowski, Sharazan, Mastinu, Asadi does well, and does very well to beat Vickery. Sami Ata, DeWitt, ends up now with Sharazan, but loses it. DeWitt on the counter. Tries to go out wide to Asadi, but DeWitt wins it back. Asadi with a shot, just wide left. Here's a long ball straight into the hands there of Kirkby. Asadi, Sami Ata, Amro Ata. Nice defense there by Mastinu. Asadi cuts out to his left. Sharazan defending and does just enough to put that perceived pressure on. Forces Asadi out. Sharazan. A foul called, yellow to be given to Asadi. Much to the dismay of Sami Ata of the Eagles. Sharazan. What can Longobarda build here? Vickery, 11, gets a touch. Nice defense there. Chance for Mastinu, but shot goes high. On for Longobarda. Must admit, I haven't seen him play. But at the moment for Longobarda, it's Berryan, Di Gregorio, and as I mentioned, on for Longobarda is Jerry Dallas. Haven't seen a lot of him, but he's definitely played a few games this season. And an impact immediately with the assist. Di Gregorio puts it away. Dallas with the assist I just mentioned, and Longobarda take the 1-goal lead. The Arqam Eagles call the timeout. 11 minutes just over remaining. We'll be back with you very shortly. And we are back as Australian goes back to Milhelm. 1-0 the lead, and the Arqam Eagles looking to build back after this timeout, back into this game, and equalise. Milhelm just loses his touch, and that's a Longobarda ball. Ramley through to Berryan, heavy touch, but controls it well on the follow-up. Dallas back to Ramley. Ramley takes his time, goes out to Dallas. Now Di Gregorio gets it to Dallas. And they combined those two just for a goal a moment ago, and they almost did again. But they couldn't quite. Jar Jar, Levin. Jar Jar, Milhelm. Cuts it inside, touch in there by Dallas. Jar Jar, all the way back to Kirkby. And Jar Jar goes long, finding Milhelm. Again, a heavy touch, and he goes down, but it's a Longobarda ball. Berryan, defended by Stragian, who gets a touch in and gets to it. Still going Stragian. Now cuts it to his inside. Shot off through the legs of Berryan, but Berryan got just enough of a touch on it to thwart that opportunity away. Just over the halfway mark of this first half of futsal in the final game of the evening. Stragian there. Di Gregorio goes long. Berryan gets a shot on the left. What a save by Kirkby. And a foul called on Berryan. Down was R18 went down. And it'll be Jar Jar to take. And he gives it off to Stragian. Back to Jar Jar. Out to Jar Jar now. Across through the centre, but turnover. In fact, last came off Jerry Dallas, I think. And it'll be Levin to take. Stragian out to 11. R18. Here's Jar Jar, long ball through. Can he find Stragian? Can't quite, just goes out into touch. And it'll be an Arqam Eagles ball. And now pass you on to John Goodlich, who will be running you through the rest of the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to join you for the final game of the night, and it's a big one. Longobarda taking on Arqam Eagles in a clash that may well determine the last couple of finals placings toward the very end of the season. Longobarda with a 1-goal lead courtesy of Bruno Di Gregorio, and they've got a chance to double the advantage. A free kick right on the edge of the D for them. And it's struck by Berrien, blocked by the Arqam wall. Ordrain looks to get it back to Berrien, and Kirkby going to be forced into action here. And proves reliable. Atta at the back for the Arqam Eagles. And now Jaja back to Atta. Looks for the pass in search of Lenny Levin. Long ball for a strike in.
Well done,
As Levin makes way for Nick Gonzalez. Counter on short for Ramley. Ball looking for the pivot, but cut out well by Jaja. Gonzalez trying to get on the outside of Ordrain. He puts into touches. Nathaniel DeWitt comes on for the Arqam Eagles.
Blue step back, blue step back.
Player who has plied his trade in the NPLWA in the outdoor game for quite some years, part of Kingsway last year. He was in the squad that defeated Melbourne Victory at the FFA Cup. And the ball goes to the back post, but DeWitt can't get a foot on. Substitution on the Longobarda touchline. It's Ivan Palermo coming on for Yusuf Berrien. Calderon gathering the ball from underneath the Supa-Liga banner. And it will restart with a side kick through that of Shaz Ramley, who plays across. Gonzalez does well. Side ball for Arqam. Atta, DeWitt, back to Amri Atta rather. DeWitt once more, Atta again. Atta in search of Gonzalez, but can't find him. A couple of changes on the Longobarda bench. Di Gregorio comes on, so too Lucas Suarez.
Let him have. Go.
Suarez scored a good goal last week against the West Coast Cobras. In fact, no, it was Berrien. Came off a deflected shot from Lucas Suarez rather, and he played a good game. Some of the trickiest feet in the competition. Lucas Suarez, a good pickup for this Longobarda side after he joined from the UCU Jets at the end of last season. Shot from Barak Jaja, millimetres high of the crossbar, appeals for a corner, go unanswered. I think the ref's got the call right. Gonzalez getting stuck in, strong in the challenge. He's driving forward and lets fly from distance. Ricochets off Palermo, throws to DeWitt, who tried to thread it through to Jaja. The shot was a hard one to take, and it went high and wide. Carter on for Lucas Suarez. Ball into the centre, given away to Amri Atta. Well recovered though. Gregorio can't keep that one in play. Jaja off to the bench, Sami Atta back on field. Ball to the back post for DeWitt, who caught it nicely on the volley. It's straight into the arms of Calderon. It's a tight angle for DeWitt to shoot from, but he did well there. Gonzalez.
Nick, go.
Amri Atta. Poor ball from Atta. Back with Carter on it goes. He looks short this time for Kwiatkowski. Suarez, flipped down the line, and again, Suarez has it. Circles back around and finds Kwiatkowski. He links up nicely with Di Gregorio, and that's a brilliant diagonal. Kwiatkowski makes some space for an effort on goal, but it was tame and comfortable for Kirkby in the end. Kirkby with the quick release up the other end. Gonzalez! Not far away there. Almost looked for a moment as if it trickled in, but it was on the wrong side of the post. Longobarda's 1-goal lead still intact as Nicolas Gonzalez is replaced by Ali Milham on the Eagles bench. Carter on for Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski, an underrated player in this competition. You can see him on it again now, but second touch let him down. Played a game in the Supa-Liga B against the West Coast Cobras, which I was watching, and boy almighty, what a player he is. And played pivot, Futsal, he's on the flank, and also with such a great confidence here. It's good to see him back in the first team lineup for Longobarda tonight. Suarez. DeWitt under a high pressure. Suarez does well. DeWitt gets on it again though. Saniata. His brother Amro. Strong lineup on the court for the Arqam Eagles. Ali Milham, Ada, they're both Ada brothers on Fanny DeWitt. So perhaps a lineup that can find a goal for them. An equalising goal at that. Ali Milham. Amro after DeWitt into the middle. Milham again. Ball forward, brought down well by Fanny DeWitt. Ada driving through the centre. Somehow still has it. Resets play in the end. DeWitt happy. Couldn't really do much with that. Longobarda happy to let it run. A tad over 5 minutes left in this first half. Di Gregorio. Suarez under a high press from the Eagles here. And have nowhere to go. Just routed into touch. Saniata to Ali Milham. Ball to the back post. Cut out well by Kwiatkowski. He gets around the other side of it. Good reverse pass into the corner with Vicari. Vicari salvages a corner for Longobarda. Another brilliant player, Emanuele Vicari. One of my favourite players in the competition. Plays with such a good intensity. Always up for the game is he. And here he is again now, Vicari. Dink ball just about comes off. Vicari again, nice pass to the wing. Suarez teeing up at the back post. Well cut out by Amro Atta. It's a goal-saving interception. As Massimo Kwiatkowski makes way on the Longobarda bench, so too does Suarez. It's Berrien who checks back on with Ramley. Ramley trying to find Vicari, turned it over. The Longobarda win it back though. Di Gregorio driving down the right flank to play it to the back post, but it's cut out by the Arqam Eagles defense. Vicari venomous, but just on the wrong side of the woodwork. A long throw from Kirkby. Hits the roof on the way through. Ramley, back for Mazzini. Little bit down the line, but into touch it goes. Back to Jaja. Now it's Sardi. NPL experience on the court for Arqam Eagles at the moment. Ball Jaja almost has it pinched off of Indus Milham. It does well to make something of it. Into the corner. Fanny DeWitt. Back to Sadi goes now. DeWitt again. Into the center. Milham. This is where it's dangerous. What a turn! Couldn't have the finishing touch though. Longobarda breathe a sigh of relief as their lead remains intact, but only just. It was magic from Ali Milham. It's what we saw him do in previous seasons. It's what he still can do now when he wants to. Dakari brings another corner for Longo. Good result for those in blue. Hassan Asadi was a member of Glory Athena last season. Unfortunately, did get relegated, but what a goal that is! It's Shaz Ramley who puts that one right into the top left corner. Kirkby would have had a better chance at getting a hand on the sun, and Longobarda double their advantage with 3 minutes left in the first half. Well, Shaz Ramley, another player with NPL first team experience in the outdoor game, was a member of the old Rockingham City side. We're now currently competing in Division 2, but they were in the NPL a couple of years ago, and Shaz Ramley played alongside another one of futsal's greats in Victor Brauner for a couple of seasons there. Also played professionally in the outdoor game over in Asia. Had a few stints with some heavyweight clubs over there, and was a member of the Perth Glory Youth Academy growing up. Sharazan broken the line. Kirkby does just enough, but the ball almost remained alive. Longobarda will get it back from the sideline. Shot comes in from Barrian. Kirkby at full stretch, watched it go wide. Hassan Asadi, as I was mentioning earlier, a member of Glory Athena's side in the NPL last season, so too Cherno Bar from the Arqam Eagles, and whilst they did get relegated, anybody that plays at the highest level in the outdoor game is always a force to be reckoned with, no matter what side. It obviously is a very competitive league. DeWitt, a member of one of the top sides in Western Australia, played in the outdoor game alongside Tyler Garner. So it's not to say that the Arqam Eagles don't have the quality, that they do, but they just need to find a spark and an avenue back in the game. That chance from Milham only moments ago could have been just that for the equaliser, but to rub salt in the wound, Longobarda went up the other end, and Shaz Ramley with for sure what will be a goal of the week contender. Jar Jar, not sure if it was a shot or a pass, but he's called Calderon into action here. And Longobarda have themselves a corner. Sorry, it's Arqam who have themselves a corner rather, with just over 2 left on the clock, and they'll want to make it count. DeWitt looks in the centre. Upfield it comes to Jar Jar, the hat-trick here from a fortnight ago. Shrug it into the corner. Jar Jar! That could have been goal-bound. It was blocked from going in by Di Gregorio. He resets with Ramley. Ramley just inviting the pressure from the Arqam defence. Di Gregorio, Ramley, Sharazan. Good ball to the wing. Just mistouched on that occasion. Scored a brilliant goal last week, Barrian. What a touch to win. Surely now for Arqam. Danger not averted. Asadi can't regain his footing. Ball spills loose to Jar Jar. Blocked. A golden iron block from Sharazan, who's felt it in his stomach, but gets up and continues. Ramley trying to go up the other end. Kirkby will get there first to clear. It's not convincing though. Di Gregorio, Kirkby's down. And Di Gregorio does the sportsmanlike thing and puts it into touch. There's a chance on for Longobarda if Kirkby didn't get injured. So I'll be frustrated. Sign of a good team that is willing to do that, even though the goal was open. Di Gregorio did slow the play down and put the ball out of play. Something Kirkby would have appreciated, as he looks to be in a lot of pain. It's something that is a true testament to the character of the Longobarda president, Bruno Di Gregorio. And the play restarted with a drop ball. Suarez to Ram. Then he flipped over the top, and that one will trickle out of play. And Shrugging to Atta. Now the ball goes out wide to Lenny Levin. down the line to Gonzalez. He scoops inside well and manufactures an effort. They want a corner. Looks like they'll get it. Arqam needs to make these set pieces count. They can half the deficit before the break. It would be big for them. Can they get it to within a kick? Gonzalez trying his best to do so. Ordrain, a great block. It would have stung because Gonzalez has an absolute cannon of a right foot shot on him. Played a good game last week. Was involved in both goals against South Perth Alliance. And I'll need him to stand tall again. Big exclusion for Arqam Eagles. No top goal scorer in Miguel Oliveira. Sure weighs out as I know he did get a red card last week. He was overturned, played the earlier midweek fixture against Perth United, but he's not present today. So a massive blow for Arqam, but they did get some big guns in. That are Hassan Asadi and Daniel DeWitt, who have been out of the side for a while. And with 22 seconds left on the court, Longobarda left on the clock for the first half. Longobarda call the timeout. They're just going to want to make sure that they keep their focus, keep tightening their grip on the game, and take the 2-0 lead into the break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
With the second half for the final clash of the night. Longobarda currently lead the Eagles 2-0. Di Gregorio working in traffic. Gonzalez almost wins it off of him. Di Gregorio continues forward, loses out in the end though. Dragging, about to flick it into the path of Gonzalez. Sharazan, Di Gregorio. Back to Sharazan. Di Gregorio once more. Tries to play it into the channel to Palermo. Didn't come off in the end. Kirkby. A long throw. Trying to find a Shrakian in the corner who almost keeps it in. Arqam need somebody to step up with the goal. The sooner, the earlier they get it in the second half, the better. For the moment, Longobarda in possession. Unforced error from Palermo. He couldn't hit the feet off Di Gregorio. Now a side ball to come for Arqam. And a chance for Nicolas Gonzalez. Perhaps to test Carter on, but the way he's moving, it doesn't look like he'll be the one shooting. 11 in position to shoot. Unless Gonzalez will try and strike from further back. I think that will be the case. Gonzalez! What a goal! An absolute rocket into the roof of the net. And the hammer pulls one back for Arqam. Deficit half. Will it switch the momentum? He's been involved in all their goals over the past fortnight. Nicolas Gonzalez. I've been told that he's a Peruvian under-16s international in outdoor football, and if my source is accurate, well, you can see exactly why. Here he is again, Gonzalez. Good turn inside, got the angles wrong with the back row, but the idea was there. And how will Longobarda respond? Conceded inside the first minute of this second half and will want to make amends immediately. Garzan trying to do that with a good ball to the back post, but no one there in blue to finish. Seen some brilliant goals tonight. Obviously I missed the first portion of the game, so I didn't see how Di Gregorio scored, but Rami's goal and Nicolas Gonzalez goal, well, they're just competing against each other for goal of the week, aren't they? Parallel flick down the line, finds Audrey. Gonzalez doing everything he can. So to the Shrakian. Audrey hits the deck. They allowed to continue. Ball into the centre. And Di Gregorio shoots from range but flashes wide. Gonzalez to the bench, who come off after a brilliant stint to start the half. It's Milan who comes back on field. Shrakian. 11. What a ball, the Shrakian. Gotta run quickly up his line to clear. Upfield to Levin. That was marginally wide of the far post. Di Gregorio. Looks like it's going to be a keeper's ball. Now Di Gregorio again. Under pressure is Barrion. Di Gregorio just gives it away, but clears out of harm's way.
Middle first, like, remember, middle first. Start from the middle, then you go out. Yes,
Kirkby for Levin. Oh, he slipped over there. Real chance now for Longo. Barrion. Hands on head. Knows he should have done better there, Levin. Unfortunate slip. Arqam Eagles lucky to not see Longobarda capitalise on it. Levin makes way to the bench. DeWitt back on field.
Yusuf, side, remember, we don't see flat there. Don't see flat at the top. Triangle, side, Yusuf.
Arqam are on the ascendancy, pushing for the equaliser. Some perspiration being cleaned off the court by the fourth official. Kirkby, short for Shragin. Now in the centre, it comes to Atta. DeWitt, ball across to Shragin. Time ball into the middle, that's lovely. Laid off, but only can find Palermo. There were two men in black making runs, but the way the flick landed, it fell to the fortune of Palermo, who was in position to just put it out of play. Another side ball. Can they make it count again? Up one. Milham does well. A shrug into the back post, and DeWitt was there, but Di Gregorio got there first to send it away. Milham, ball out wide. Atta, Milham, that's nice futsal. Shrug him. Miscontrolling. Emanuele Vicari on now for Longobarda. He make his mark on the game and restore the 2-goal margin for them. Sharazan, little dink down the line. How's it going to sit? What a ball! Vicari has hit the upright, almost making an immediate impact on the game. It was a really good pass from Bruno Di Gregorio, who just played a grass cutter into Vicari, who got close, perhaps could have done a little bit better and at least got it on target. He was not far away. You can see he's gone for that top corner. Kirkby looked to be beaten tonight. Arqam with a scare there. Centimetres away from being 2 goals down once again, but it's not going to matter now. They've got to try and push for the equaliser. Can they do it through Milham? Daniel DeWitt. Surely. Longobarda get back in numbers. Danger not averted. DeWitt. Milham. Last-ditch effort from Barrion. Sends it out of play. If DeWitt was a left footer, so that would have been a goal. Came to his left foot, couldn't take the shot first time. Tried to cut it back, and Longobarda defence was hot on his tail. Ali Milham. Atta. Barrion. Breaking away. Now here's Vicari. Oh, good ball. Kwiatkowski off the line. Milham. Vicari leaking up well with the youngster.
Next one, eight. No, stick.
Di Gregorio, Kwiatkowski. Now for Barrion. Di Gregorio. Angle's wrong. Shot trickles wide. Kirkby, we get play restarted for those in black. Now comes short to Jar Jar. Out wide to Amrawata. Jar Jar shows the receipt again. DeWitt playing with fire a little bit there. Played it off Barrion, and fortunately for those in black, it did trickle out of play. Barrion almost winning it up high with the press. A long ball in search of Milham. It's been misjudged. Milham in the corner for DeWitt. Wide of the target, it's Barrion makes way. So to Di Gregorio, it's Mastinu, I should say, and Shaz Ramley Back on field for Longo. Ramley tries to curl it into the path of Mastinu.
You, Claudio, you, Claudio. Middle, yes, middle first.
Arqam enjoying some possession now. Do it. Ada looks for the tie ball. Vicari with the block. Ada. Do it. Does well to keep it in. Ramley passes it to himself. Ramley. Wajakowski with time and space. Allowed to bring it forward. Mastinu, hard one to bring down. Jaja. Well defended by Mastinu. Ramley playing with fire. Mastinu tries to find Vicari in the channel. Atta finds DeWitt. Well defended Mastinu. Pass was blocked by Jaja. Ball into the commentary position. Will be a side ball for those in white and blue. Mastinu. Ramley looks for the reverse ball. Out of Claudio Mastinu. Arqam, you build up from the back again. Kirby short to Jaja. DeWitt, lovely time ball. Milham tried the back heel layoff, didn't quite work out for Arqam. Great pass from Kwiatkowski. Vicari as well to settle. Resetting possession with Mastinu. Ramley to the wing. Kwiatkowski almost getting beyond Milham. All those in black. It's good use of the pivot last couple of possessions by Arqam. That could be the key for them. Is tie balls into the pivot or even something more direct like that. DeWitt. Just lost out there, but they found him in front once again. Mastinu to Ramley. Dribbling inside and finding their own pivot. Vicari trying to curl it around the corner into the run of Mastinu. Now they've got Ali Milham at pivot. So versatile are Arqam. They're rotating between DeWitt and Milham up top. Now it's just a matter of whether they can find him. Jaja. Down the line, DeWitt working in a tight space. Manages to hold on to possession. Side ball. Jaja. 14 minutes left on the clock. This second half is going by slowly, and that's what you like to see. It just proves what great entertainment value they're witnessing. Should be a handball. Rest don't spot it. Mastinu. Ada cuts it out. DeWitt. Chance for Milham. Tries to slide one to the back post in the Jaja direction, but can't. Side ball for Arqam. They could think about subbing Gonzalez on every set piece they get. It would probably increase their XG. Jaja, not a bad strike of his own though. Milham, Jaja, switch a play to Ada. Ada, great footwork, and it snuck in at the near post. Amro Ada is equalised for Arqam. We've got the momentum now. 2 early goals in the second half. And Longobarda will make some changes. A big 14 minutes in store. This game could really go either way now. Because they've got the last 2 goals, the odds have tipped in Arqam's favour. And here they are again, DeWitt drawing the free. And I tell you, I think Gonzalez should look at coming on for it. They'll back Jaja to hit it from distance. Perhaps just within range, maybe a bit beyond his striking distance, but nevertheless, we'll see what he can muster up. Barat Jaja, what a force to save out a counter on. Suarez in the wall doing his job. And again, another set piece for Arqam. Left for Milham. Venomous effort. Blocked by Kwiatkowski. He positioned himself well. Anna.
With the ball. Yes, Bruno.
DeWitt. Tries to turn. Back for Kwiatkowski. Ball out wide to Ramley. Little dink in the Suarez direction. Does well to keep it in play. Ramley's pass block. Jar Jar so too. Side ball for Arqam again, close to the halfway line. Jar Jar for Atar. Now it comes to Milham. Good idea with the pass. Suarez well positioned to intervene. Kwiatkowski goes down. Perhaps a little soft, but refs don't buy it by the looks of things. And in fact, they do, but they call it really late. Didn't hear the whistle, but it looks like the foul has been given. Ball in the centre, finding Suarez. Waiting for supporting runners, but all a bit behind them. Brat Jar Jar down the line, looking for Gonzalez, who'll earn his side ball. They've got to get him shooting, Gonzalez. He knows that. He's moving into position. Or is it? Now looks like they will back Jar Jar to shoot it. Well positioned, was Ramley to intervene. Now he breaks away. Ramley to it. He's clipped. It will be a free kick, centre court. Gonzalez asking for the card. I don't think it was enough in it for a card. The Sanasari re-enters. Amro Atar off to the bench. Jar Jar. Asadi. Gonzalez. Delightful ball. To it. Gonzalez. Lovely 1-2. Just out around DeWitt did the pass. It's a good idea from Gonzalez. And you can see he's come back on. And he's making an immediate impact already. Kwiatkowski, deep Gregorio, a bit of a heavy touch. Ortrain's going to have to be good under pressure here. Loses it, gets it back though. Now a 3-on-2 up the other end. Suarez, Ortrain, firing wide. Gonzalez putting the pressure on to force the errant shot. The Shruggin comes back on field. Jar Jar, Asadi, cross to Shruggin. In the centre, Sadi losing out. Suarez tries to roll inside. Think he went down a little easy. Rest of three. Counter attack for Arqam. Longo get back in numbers. Overlapping run to Jar Jar's found. Gonzalez shoots from distance and looping up and over just over the bar. Gonzalez is asking for a sub after this play. We'll see if he can get a shot going from the corner. I'm not sure what happened there. In fact, it looks like it's a goalkeeper's ball. Millen back on. Gonzalez off to the bench. Ortrain, good pass. Berrien skins Millem. Kirkby there to clear away the impending threat. Deep Gregorio just over the bar. Did Kirkby get fingertips on it? Referee says it just went straight over. So goalkeeper's ball with Nick Kirkby. Kirkby, long throw, deep Gregorio, well positioned to intercept it. Asadi, hot on the tail of Berrien, who finds Ortrain. Suarez looks for the back post ball. It's cut out well by the Arqam defence. And a shrug in, says anywhere will do. Metstinu. Berrien back to Metstinu. Trying to find Suarez. Side ball once again. Metstinu back to Berrien. Always offline. Arqam, side ball on the near side of the court. Atar, long ball, finding Millem. Double team, only as far as Asadi. Pass down the line, cut out. Suarez, 3-on-2 for Longo. Milan back promptly. Anna, trying to flick it through to Asadi. They want a handball. Ref says no. Side ball for Arqam, far end of the pitch. Great pass into the centre. Millem looked for the layoff to Ada but couldn't find him. Another side ball, spectators win. Asadi, first time to the near side. They look for Millem. He tries to control it with the back heel, but ricochets off of him and out. Have they got a corner? They do. They've got themselves a corner, Arqam. Milham did well to salvage. No left footers on those, so Millem is going to have to cut in. Millem played it to the back post. Asadi tried to divert it on target, almost did so. Counter on. Short to Berryan. Back to Audrain. Audrain, good ball into the middle. Suarez. Mestino. You can see what he was trying to do there with the pass, but Asadi read it well. Intervention by Mestino to make up for the errant pass, so Ashrakin wins it off Suarez. Not sure what Asadi was trying to do there. Possession will change hands. Final quarter of the game, and what a big one it is. The scores locked it to a piece. Longo have not found a way to breach Kirkby in the second half so far, but they'll want to try and do so soon. Could they now through Palermo? He was well mastered by Ada. There's pressure on coming. Ishrakin to Asadi, awkward. Gets away with it though. Delightful pass to Millem on the far side. Switcher play to Asadi. It's a bit too far ahead of him though. Mestino. All out wide. Youssef Berryan allowed to carry into the centre. Audrain. Good pass into the feed of the pivot. As Palermo looks to lay it off for Berryan. Couldn't find his run. Atta, ball falls short. Chance now for Longo. Ricochet is high though. Struck him. Little push from Berryan. Little push from a Struck in. Okay, it is an Arqam Eagles free kick. I was confused for a moment because the Struck-in was arguing, but it is his ball. It was a push out from Berryan. Soft foul. Seeing them let go, seeing them call this time around. Arqam will profit from it. Millem went for the acrobatic. Couldn't quite connect with the volley though. And Mestino belts it out of harm's way. Atta. Little back row to Asadi. Switch of play is struck in. Di Gregorio. Back on now for Longo. Into the centre, they find the pivot. Palermo resetting Di Gregorio. Oh, that's lovely. Berryan space. Still going. Should be a foul. Is a foul. Longo with a free kick in a dangerous position, but I don't think they have any left footers. So they're going to find it hard to swing it across and get a first time shot off. They might need to try something more direct, and Ramley looks to have been the man selected to come on and take it. We saw what he did in the first half. We saw the hammer he's got on him. Will we see him strike again, or will Berryan go for goal? Wouldn't be surprised if I see a toe poke here from Youssef Berryan. He's very good at the technique. Goes for a side-footed effort. Was cleared off the line. The shrug in. Heads it away for a corner. Longobarda come close there. Kirkby look beaten. They go for the volley. Di Gregorio went to the back post in the end. Berryan tried to isolate it on target. A couple of substitutions made on the Arqam Eagles bench. It's 11-11 coming on with Jar Jar. Kirkby looks long for Milan. Di Gregorio reads it well. Jar Jar, long for Milem, gets the better of Di Gregorio, it's gonna go in! Somehow, some way, Arqam Eagles overturn the deficit completely. I'm not sure who got the final touch. I don't think it could be Jar Jar who played the pass, or else it wouldn't have counted. Maybe it was Milem, maybe it was Di Gregorio for an own goal, but nevertheless, Longobarda are going to be absolutely gutted that they let it slip. Arqam Eagles aren't going to care who the goal got credited to, because they find themselves in the lead as we head toward the business end of the match. And going into the second half, the scoreline we see now was one that seemed unlikely. Calderon looks to be in a lot of pain. Longobarda don't have a backup goalkeeper on the bench. He's really going to need to continue. Kind of. Making sure there's no perspiration inside the D now. All out wide. Ramley into the centre. Longo are going to have to dig deep now. They've let the lead slip away from underneath them. They're going to have to put in a massive effort. But Lenny Levin with a big intervention to block the forward pass. Ramley, time ball into the pivot. Latimo's touch lets him down. And we've seen the timeout card go in on the Longobarda bench. They're going to try and use that minute to rectify things. Perhaps we'll see a fly keeper as we head toward the conclusion of the game. Chance comes in now. And Palermo couldn't find the target. Ramley was fouled off the ball. I'm not sure whether advantage was played or whether the foul was just called late, but nevertheless, Longobarda have the timeout they were after. Longobarda are going to get the timeout. And with about 8 minutes left to go, they have it all to do. 2-0 up at the break. They currently trail by a goal, but this game very much still in the balance. They have had their chances, so they're going to want to regroup, talk it over, and make it count when it matters most. As we see Facundo Ponce go into the referee's notebook for dissent. And we'll be back with you in just a short moment. Close to the halfway line. To be taken by Roundley as Vicari and Kwiatkowski have re-entered. Di Gregorio cuts in on the right. His effort blocked by DeWitt. Through ball from Milham, trying to find Levin's run. Di Gregorio. Ramley. Good ball down the line. Vicari is eased out of the contest by Jar Jar, but did just enough to not give away the foul. Short ball to Levin. Levin finding Milem almost. Ball was offline. The idea was there. For Vicari, he's in front of Jar Jar. does well to reset the play. G. Gregorio Ramley. Good touch, Kwiatkowski. Quick footwork. Using out in the end. Had black shirts around him. Didn't do much with it. 11. Charger. Trying to find Millen. Counter on. Does well. I don't think it was outside the box. I really don't. Arqam complaining. The referee got it right and he was in a great position to see it. Now here Arqam got the other end. Levin's gone down off the ball. Everyone stops for a moment. But not only Millen. It's still Witt looks for the first time strike. It was blocked. Brownlee pokes it away. Side ball to Arqam. Longo give away the rolling foul. I presume it was for the challenge on Levin. Longobarda are on 5 fouls, so they're going to have to be careful. A goal down and can't afford to give a foul away. It's a tough road back for them, and as every second trickles down, it's only becoming tougher. Levin, well defended by Vicari. Side ball for Arqam. Comes up to Milam. Fake shots onto his left. Do it! Hit Levin on the way through. Counter on. Long throw. Trying to find Vicari. Jar on his case. Ramley. Di Gregorio. Kwiatkowski. Back to Di Gregorio. What a ball through. Kwiatkowski! Big save from Cutby to keep the lead intact. Kwiatkowski's run was not tracked closely enough, and Longobarda broke the defensive line well. It was a brilliant strike from Kwiatkowski. The save was equal to it. In the centre, Vicari. Going off with one to Di Gregorio. Jar says anywhere will do and just belts it away. 6 minutes 40 remain. Kwiatkowski, little back row, Ramley. Di Gregorio losing out. Big challenge to send it up the other end though. Jar. Still it. Trying to find Millen. Di Gregorio in front. Kwiatkowski, little layup for Ramley. He cuts inside, but Jar with a big tackle. Ramley, laid off, Millen, nifty footwork. That's got to be the 6th foul. You'd say it's not. It is. I don't know why they were allowing advantage. You don't really want to allow advantage there unless it's like an open goal or a 2-on-1 against the goalkeeper. It was brought back in the end. It was a late call, and no surprise, Gonzalez re-enters with one job and one aim in mind, and that is to thunder it beyond Calderon and to give Arqam Eagles a buffer for the first time tonight. He scored one from distance. It was further out than this. The shot from dead on center, 10 meters out from goal. Gonzalez. Having some words for the referee. I think he says there's a lot of sweat on the floor. Once it wiped up. Third official, Lauren Baker, coming to the rescue. And the only thing that stands between Gonzalez and an Arqam Eagles buffer for the first time tonight is Juan Calderon. He will need to stand tall and make a big save. Gonzalez. Interesting run-up. Will it pay dividends? Yes, it will! And Gonzalez puts it into the top left corner. Calderon. Nothing you could do about that one. Job done, and he's back off. Nicholas Gonzalez. He's been the reason for Arqam's comeback tonight. Hasn't played that many minutes, but they have counted when he's been on. Now it's the more experienced cohort on the field who's going to be relied on to defend this 2-goal lead. It's in Arqam's hands now, something you wouldn't have said was likely about half an hour ago. Longobarda on 5 fouls. 2 goals down. Not an easy position for them to be in. And the Arqam defence have held up resolutely, especially the second half. Kirkby hasn't been too busy, but he's made, 2 or 3 really good saves. But apart from that, it's blocked the shots, won the 50-50s. Chance might come in now though, Charger. Another intervention. He's led excellently from the back tonight. Miguel Oliveira will be watching on in awe as to what his side are on the verge of conjuring up. It wasn't an easy thing going into the game without their top goal scorer. Scored a good goal on Monday night, I'm pretty sure, in that game against Perth United. 99% sure it was him. Without him tonight, it's good to see other players stepping up, in particular Nick Gonzalez. He's been in red-hot form. 2 goal contributions against Arqam. South Perth, I should say, in that 3-2 defeat. 2 goals again tonight. Mastino. Looks for the long ball toward Vicari. Jarjar's having none of that. The Arqam bench are being nice and loud to try and motivate their troops on the court. It's what will be a big victory. Asadi slip. Can they punish? Jarjar came out so quick to cover there. Vicari off to the bench. It's Lucas Suarez coming on. It's been a tough couple of weeks for Arqam. Losing to South Perth in a close one, losing to Perth United right at the death on Monday night as well. But if they can hold on, they'll be gearing up for big celebrations at Shashbesh Shisha Bar tonight. However, there's still a big job to do. 4.5 minutes to hold on. Still anyone's game at the moment. It's Sharazan, Millem on the break. The spare man signing Asadi, who wins it up high. Millem to make it 5-2. Just on the wrong side of the post, it trickles. Longobarda live to die another day. You say if one more goal goes in, it'll be a game set match. But if they can pull one back, it'll be game back on. DeWitt fires Millem right on the wing. DeWitt's run is on track. Sharazan getting back quickly to send it into touch. Jar Jar coming off to the bench for a spell. It's Captain Samiata back on. DeWitt. Tries to play it inside the box. Ramley, good turn. Driving through. Asadi, quick recovery. It's an Arqam ball. 2-on-1. Asadi, Millem to wrap up proceedings. A brilliant block. Brilliant block from Sharazan. A GoldenEye one at that.
Who's got close? Who's got close?
Side ball for Arqam. Into the center. Millem. Shot blocked by Mestinu. Arqam aren't in a hurry. They're just slowing the game down now. DeWitt. Millem. Back to DeWitt. Running the clock down in the corner. They'll get another side ball. In the center. Suarez pokes it away. Will come through to Kirkby. He'll let it run. Kirkby short to Asadi. Ada. Nice layoff. Asadi, let it run. Good defensive acumen shown by Sharazan. Deep side ball for Arqam. Will it be a corner, perhaps? It is a side ball, and Sully just changing the spot of it slightly as Samiata fires over. A big final 3 minutes in store for Longo. They've got to try and rectify things, regain the grip on the game that they had in the first half. The momentum has switched. It does fall with the Eagles. Milem, another half chance, tries to lay off Ferrata. Suarez, Sharazan. They've got to make this counter-attack count. Ramley trying to get around to whip it, can't. Kirkby short to the feeder, Hassan Asadi. Great pass through. Anna, brilliant intervention by Di Gregorio. Still with Milem though. It's a big save by Calderon, who almost sat on it in the end. Suarez shoots from distance, never troubling Kirby. Wyakowski coming back on for one final save. They'll need him to stand tall. Jar Jar just running valuable seconds off the clock before playing through to Milem. Good pivot play. Milem tries to lay it off to Asadi. Wyakowski gets it stuck underneath him. Suarez can't find the pass through. He's number 4. Kirkby to Jar Jar. Asadi. Now across. DeWitt. Still DeWitt. Has a spare man at the back post in Jar Jar. Open goal! And DeWitt will wrap up proceedings. A complete turnaround by Arqam. 5 unanswered goals in the second half. We'll see them steal all 3 points tonight. Longobarda just too slow to get back. Giving up a little bit perhaps. He was comfortable. For Fanny DeWitt. Easiest goal you'll ever see. We'll flip down the line to Gregorio. Pull one back, Wyakowski can't find a way through. Kirkby, quick release. Suarez is there. Throw fell a little short. He's pulled back. Suarez. Millen will receive a caution. Shrakin comes back on field. So too Amre Atta. You can say that this 4 will round out the game for the last minute and a half for those in black. A big win for Terence Scambaluri and co. We spoke about the fact that it had been a tough week. At half-time, it would have been a horrible position to be in as coach, but his boys stood tall after the break and turned this game on its head, and maybe there's going to be another one. There will be! Asadi just rubbed salt into the wound at this point, and now they're making up some goal difference. It's 6-2 to Arqam. We've run away with the contest in the second half, and Asadi, which is his name on the score sheet. It's Nicolas Gonzalez, the man that stood tall when it mattered most, back on. Well, and all goals count the same, we know that, but the likes of the goals that DeWitt and Asadi scored, the final 2, don't really have the same weighting as to what this man here did. He scored the 2 crucial ones, the first and the third goal. Nicolas Gonzalez, and we're going to see if he can get his hat-trick. He's got a minute and a half to do so, but hang on, chance coming in for Longo. They're shrugging him back quickly. Or trying to keep it alive. Both teams on 5 fouls. If they get another one, it will be Gonzalez, but will go to the spot for the hat-trick. Long ball for Gonzalez. Losing out. Shrug in. Gonzalez volleys it over the defender. Resetting with Jar Jar. Shrug in. Ada. Lazy ball around the corner from Ada. Should have done better there, really. Ball down the line. Barriers unmarked. Big save, Kirkby. We remain alert after having not been called into action for a few minutes, and that's a sign of a good goalkeeper there. 15 seconds. 15 seconds till all 3 points are confirmed, and it has been a brilliant day for the Arqam Eagles, and they're going to get another 10-metre penalty and a chance now for Nick Gonzalez to secure the hat-trick and make it 7-2. 8.7 seconds left on the clock, so it will be one of the final actions of the match. And the man himself has a chance to score his first ever Supa-Liga hat-trick and to put his name into the running for player of the round this week. It's Nicholas Gonzalez up against Calderon. The points are secured. The margin of the victory is the only thing that's yet to be decided, and it's a matter of how much it will be by. It's Nick Gonzalez, the man who started the comeback to end it once and for all. But it's a big save, Calderon on the follow-up. It's going to go in. Amroata was first respondent. He nodded over Calderon. And it's out to 7-2. A big victory for Arqam. A dark day for Longobarda. And a game that they really did control for a decent portion of. The whole first half, it was, it's not going to count for much. Di Gregorio or Drain. The shrug-in will clear. One last action to be taken. It's sent long. It's not going to matter. Arqam Eagles with a statement victory, 7-2 over Longobarda, and they keep their finals hopes alive by the skin of their teeth. Thank you for joining me throughout all the Supa-Liga action in round 18 this Friday night. We will see you back tomorrow for more futsal action. It's good night for now.